You want to touch my skin?
Okay. Ali won't mind, no?
No.
Can we continue? Sorry. Just know what's happening.
ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ 5000 ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇ ਕੁਝ ਯੂਰੋ ਮਿਲੇ ਸੀ.
Now my Punjabi. Oh,
Yeah.
bandi.
तो he was like, आप एक्ट्रेस हैं, हम हमारी तो प्रोड्यूसर हैं, हम हमारे पास आपके लिए दो कॉन्सेप्ट है. And then he went on to, actually it was elevator spiel. We were only on the 4th floor, so he came down with me, insisted, and told me 2 stories.
He narrated Jangli Jawani, the ultimate exodus.
It was all I remember was that I'll get 6 songs, and one of them was on top of a bed where I just had to do a lot of thrusts, like standing, like dancing. People were, but whatever. So
I'd watch.
I shifted houses quickly. I remember I've been on a set recently, but I had to do an intimate scene, and
good
you know,
point.
like gaffers. And the thing is, you're like
Raju standing there with no emotion
नहीं,
staring at you.
reflector ऊपर कर.
Oh, madam, Mr.
मैडम ये किस करते वक्त थोड़ा लेफ्ट में टिल्ट करके लाइट लेने का.
हल्का.
These are the only cheeks we are talking
Maybe political
about.
jokes are better.
मेरी बायोपिक मेरे लाइफ टाइम से ज्यादा पैसा कमाएगी. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Your podcast.
And here we are.
Yeah, I'm delighted.
Okay, so let's start. It's called Cyrus Says.
Yes, I know.
By the way, we've started, I think.
I think so. I
Yeah, so
think
that,
we've
that
started.
was recorded, hopefully.
Yeah.
Why would you want to be on this podcast? It's horrible.
Because I wanted a battle of the wits.
Oh my God.
Usually when I meet the
Journalists,
shit.
anchors,
Usually when I meet
patrikars.
I mean, I'm just tired of talking about आपने set पे क्या pranks किए?
How sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Do they really ask you that?
yeah.
You might as well answer.
किसने किसके साथ कितनी मस्ती की?
Yeah,
And all that. It's
yeah.
still there. It's still there.
But I also find that they also ask these prepared questions. Not that
Yeah.
we are better, but even in MTV when we started doing that, they would want us to do these prepared questions,
Yeah.
and the conversation becomes like redundant. Like
Yeah.
you're saying something,
Yeah.
but I want to go back to my question all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not where the conversation is being taken by you. for
See,
example.
the thing is now, since the written word is losing its value and people can no longer even read a question out properly,
Yeah.
then both sides have to be prepped to do a little
Oh
like.
God, are you putting pressure on me,
Yes.
Richa?
No,
Because I have some
not you.
questions to
You
read out
are
later.
the OG.
Huh.
You don't
OG?
need. Yes.
Hold for-
OG
hold
with
for
the-
camera.
With lovely chest.
Lovely chest. Oh, speaking of which, in Fukre 1, I have a little...
Weird. Yes.
In
They
Fukre-
made
in
it
Fukre
wrong.
1,
I don't know what
why
it
were
was.
you doing lat pull downs behind the neck like that, which is
I have
slightly
no
dangerous
idea.
and with such a wide grip?
First of all,
We can't have your shoulders coming out.
First of all, I did not want to do it like that.
Okay.
I told the director that it is the wrong exercise.
Yeah.
He has not worked out very much
Clearly.
in his life. And it was a dummy lat pull down. So the thing is, it had no strength to endure even the little bit of pulling.
It's like an
So
Indian-
they were like, she's anyway nuts, just ulta kar do. So I did it ulta.
But from point of
Very
view of
bad.
comedy, it worked. But I was just
Yeah.
worried that people will follow you. And across gyms across India, people are losing their shoulders and necks and all with this.
Oh, that's already happening. And we've seen a lot of people who work out, they can't really turn around. If you call them, they have to turn their whole body.
Yeah.
Like a little lattu on a...
Yeah, and especially the ones on the treadmill who
Yeah.
turn really slowly and
Yeah.
have conversations.
Yeah.
That's very scary.
Yeah. I mean, running on the treadmill anyway is quite scary, you know, metallic
Not running, they
plates.
actually just hardly hop. Like,
Oh, I've seen one really brave...
name the famous film star who's really slow on a treadmill.
Not a famous film star, but the...
I would say politician, but maybe this is not the right show.
No, they probably don't work out at all. Can you
Ouch.
see their bodies? No.
Some are beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, are you supporting someone? What is that?
No, I'm just doing... I'm doing nothing actually.
No politics. This is not a political show.
This is not a
Although
political
Richa
show.
likes to talk about anything, and fair enough, it's a democracy.
Is it?
But
Yes, it is. Yes.
teleprompter bhi likha hai. Just following that. Yeah.
We like to talk about everything.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, but we'll try and avoid, but I don't know, there'll be questions towards the end and we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Don't worry, we'll do third umpire. Whenever you have a problem, I do third umpire, so
Yeah.
we can then decide what to do
Do
with
you have
it.
a legal third empire here?
We don't even have a lift that works. Forget a legal department.
Yeah, your building is famous because a lot of film stars come on the sixth floor.
touch-ups. Many of them come here to get younger and all that.
Yeah.
There's a plastic surgeon whose name I can't mention, but she won't tell me the name.
She's not a plastic surgeon.
What do you call it?
A dermatologist.
Oh, is it? But don't they also do things to the skin and face?
They
and all
do,
that?
but they do what you want them to do. So I go here for something called a vampire facial,
Wow.
which I enjoy a lot.
I'd love to know more. What is this?
So they drop a little bit of your blood.
You're kidding me.
No, a little bit, like a little bit.
Boss, this is a cult.
No, it's not. It's like a thing that Cleopatra invented, actually. She used to put leeches on her face to renew the skin and all.
This
no?
is the woman who killed herself with snakes in the bath.
You know Cleopatra, the legendary beauty Cleopatra.
But that's how she died.
Yes.
So
that's how
be
she
very
died.
careful.
Well, I don't have snakes in my bath.
Well, not yet.
Yeah.
I have snakes. I have dokla. I have kanve.
I'm very happy if I just have water.
Yeah.
You know, given
That's
the
true. You're Delhi.
current
You're
problem.
Delhi, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Calcutta. Twice a week. Yeah.
But
So you're telling us about the vampire facial.
yeah, so you draw a little bit of blood, then they take like a tiny prickly metallic roller. It's like so small, and it causes like slight abrasions on your skin, and they separate the blood from the plasma, and they put
Wow.
that plasma on the skin. Basically, you've tricked the body into thinking you have a wound. So when it gets the plasma, it gets a sense of blood. It like
Regenerates.
rushes to make more collagen.
Wow.
So on one day you have really rough skin, but on the next day you have really baby stuff. You want to touch my skin?
Okay. Ali won't mind, no?
No.
Can we continue? Oh, sorry. Just when I was having fun. Yeah.
Hannah, it's really nice.
It's lovely.
I mean, I'm not
If
going
you
to
did
do
this
the
with the
other.
paparazzi, you would never leave the building. I
I-
guess I'm calling. Hey, Bunty, tu bhi aaja. She's
Bunty,
really
tu
nice.
भी आजा, आज मैडम गाल छुआ रही है.
Speaking
Sorry.
of gal.
Gal.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, nahi,
my gosh.
nahi. These are the only cheeks we are talking
Maybe political
about.
jokes are better.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
those
we're
are
slipping.
better.
So let's start with Fukre 3, which is going to come out. I don't know when this releases, but 28th September apparently. So,
Are we doing promo interview?
no, we just have that knowledge.
Okay, great. I didn't want you to feel like I came here because of that.
No. I have.
I've been wanting to come. Have you seen my comments under some of your posts?
Of course.
No, you haven't.
Can you put the camera
I'm
elsewhere?
such a Cyrus Brocha fan.
What are you
Actually, I'm
saying?
a big fan of Cyrus Ahukar also.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Now you're making me really
Anna?
feel happy. Yeah. Saukar is one of those guys who does that vampire blood thing.
Yeah, he does.
100%.
Yeah, because he's not aging at all.
He's
no?
the only male that I've worked extensively with who takes more time than the girls.
Yeah.
He
I've
does.
done a
Is-
play with him.
There you go.
Yeah.
Then you must know.
Yeah, I know, but also at one point I saw his eyes kind of glaze over and go into two different directions.
The mirror thing, where he does the Narsimara pout.
Yeah, he did that, and then
He
he
does all that for minutes. I'm like, Sao, are you human? He's like the funniest guy I know, but when he does that, I just don't know where to look. It's like he's a Martian or something.
yeah, he's just trying to observe himself
Yeah,
from where.
but for hours.
I was doing a play with him in which I was a sales girl and he had come to buy a TV. Obviously, it was all mime and all that. The play was called
1 minute. I'm
Trivial
paying money
Disasters.
to watch a mime with someone trying to buy a TV.
Someone's trying to buy a theater, hai na? We don't have the
Ah,
budget.
theek hai.
So, yeah, he came on stage basically, and I felt like both his eyes went in different directions, and he suddenly started started calling me Lalla. I don't know why. Like,
See, I'll explain the problem. Sauka's medication has to be changed every month.
yeah.
Now, if it's not changed, anything can happen.
Yeah,
So you have to be extremely careful around
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
But I do love him.
Yeah, he's great.
He's
I love
great.
him too.
Yeah,
should
I
say
love you
him.
also.
Yeah. Also is not good enough. It's like, the Sophie's Choice. You have two
No,
kids and
you are-
she chooses
no.
one and then says, yeah, beta.
First of all, I am not Sophie. And secondly,
yeah.
I love you before I love
That's true. But then
Sahukar.
sometimes the new love becomes stronger and all that. No,
No, I'm married.
Has he
so-
touched your cheek?
No.
Fuck him.
Huh? He's not touched my cheek
Yeah.
at all.
As
and
they
he
say
doesn't
in
even know
France.
about.
It's okay, it's a podcast.
Yeah, it is.
So
a
far,
podcast.
so but they'll tell us, then we'll stop. We'll
Yeah.
put a disclaimer saying we don't mean to abuse and all that, but every guest comes in and says Ma Ben Galis.
Really?
Mostly at me, but sometimes just in general.
Me, I've been offered a lot of characters where I do give galis.
It's quite
Say.
a rough character, this
Bholi character.
Punjaban
yeah.
character.
He's really colorful,
Yeah,
delicious.
you must have
character.
enjoyed it. Sure.
I loved it. All the repressed rage
Yeah.
came out.
And you can stay with that even when the take is not going on. No? So you can talk to people in a rude way.
Like,
And
"Oi!"
uncouth, huh?
Oh, Bhutni ke. Hey, Zara.
And I'm being nice. Yeah.
Yeah, you're being nice. No, but I love that character. It's really fun. Like she has a tattoo which says Cinderella with an S, like Cinderella.
Yeah.
And she has she has Nigerian henchmen.
I love those guys.
Yeah, they have barcodes in the back,
Yeah.
and they are always doing one Nigerian princess is
Yeah,
stuck
yeah.
in distress. Please send €1,000,
Yeah.
and they are doing this throughout the
And they're
film.
slightly unfit also, which is good. They're menacing looking, but a little bit like they're enjoying the Indian life.
Yeah, they're enjoying the Indian biryani.
Kuch aap kam kiya aaj, madam, but
But it's so true of even the cast. Like
Yeah.
we stayed in a hotel which had a buffet, and I saw mountains of rice on their
Who's
plates.
the biggest eater? Because Pankaj looks thinner in every show.
Yeah, he's not a big eater.
looks
and,
like, yeah.
and he's also very हम सात्विक खाना खाते हैं, हम खिचड़ी खाते हैं दोपहर में types.
Oh God.
Yeah.
So money is wasted on him. Please, producers, don't pay this guy.
No,
It's not
he's really paid. Well, the richer you get, the fitter you get. That's how it is.
No, but they don't want to spend. What is this?
No, they are spending.
What are they spending on? He's eating the same food he grew up with.
No,
So,
he.
pheasant in glass खा लो. Some meats you can't eat in this country, but जो भी available है.
No, I think actually he's a really good cook, and he makes like Bihari mutton very well.
Wow. Actually,
I've been to his house.
Sparsh also makes Bihari mutton. Sorry, आप
Yes,
producer.
Sparsh, you're
Yeah.
Bihari? I'm
He's-
half Bihari.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
So Andari and Bihari both.
Like Chadda is the Punjabi side.
I know that. Related
Bihari.
to Pooja Chadda? I'm sorry, we're going all over the place. with the
No, I'm
conversation.
not related to
She was
Pooja
in class with me, lovely girl, and I
Really?
lost touch.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. No,
Nice
no.
cheeks also.
I used to, as as a new entrant into Bollywood, sometimes I used to say that Kurinte Chadda is my bua.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, I can, right?
Who's going to know here? Now because Google
No
and
one
Google
can
and
call
all-
her.
no,
Now
it's-
is internet,
Yeah,
and like
yeah,
we have
it's-
these casting
Old
directors.
days, all you need
like-
is half a name and you're like, that's, yeah, wo mera uncle hai. No one knows.
I know, and like Gurinder Chadda, Richa Chadda.
But are you a Delhi girl?
I am a Delhi.
And see, my big grouse with Delhi guys is growing up, they all used to say they played under 19 cricket. Everyone I met.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I played under 19 stat cricket here for Delhi.
It's,
And I was,
it's possible.
no!
My
Everyone could have
brother
played.
also played
No,
for
shit,
DDCA.
I'm walking out of the I'm walking
But
out
he
of this
didn't play
interview.
under 19. He
Say
played.
swear.
Swear, Ma.
I want to
Mummy ka
Google
song.
this. Naam?
Please Google Pranav Chadda.
Pranav Chadda, batsman?
Bowler.
Bowler.
Leg spinner.
Give me the era, like 90.
Era?
The years.
It was the glorious years post-liberalization. No, I would say between
95, 97, something.
Yeah, 97 to maybe 2000, something
Google
like
him,
that.
boys, quickly.
Yeah, DDCA, Google.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
see if it's true. If it's
Yeah.
true, then.
He's
power
bowled to... मैंने क्या किया? Cricket वो
भाई
खेला.
तो भाई है ना?
भाई तो भाई है. Yes,
हाँ.
I'm proud of him for other
He's
reasons.
bowled to who?
He bowled
famous
once to Ashish Nehra.
Ashish
He
Nehra is a
bowled-
bowler. but just
No,
anyway.
I bowled to a bunch of people. See, I may not
So
know
that
my
Ashish
cricketers
Nehra
very
batch it
well.
is, huh? That's what you're saying basically.
No.
That is
No.
loop.
There was so this is the funny thing. There was a cricket coaching club called Sonnet, which was pronounced Sonnet, but it was actually SONNET.
Huh.
So it was like, but
Oh, Sonnet.
yeah, Sonnet. हम
Oh,
Sonnet
Sonnet.
से. So he was in Sonnet, and a lot of these big cricketers were in Sonnet.
Right.
This is not the correct pronunciation, but everyone said it.
So for Pranav's wedding, which cricketer came? That's how we know.
Pranav is single.
Still?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
He's in his early 30s, but you get me as a sister-in-law if you are interested.
I'm interested, but I'm married. But
Yeah.
I have a friend called Kunal. Only thing is he's 59.
Yeah, he is. He's,
So Pranav is hope.
Pranav, he's single.
He's
Kunal is single.
And now it's getting very tough here.
But he's doing that food show and all.
Yeah,
na?
so then he burps and all that and all the wrong kind of.
But what about that the way to a man's heart is through his belly
that's
and
all
all?
rubbish here. Really, you think it's true?
I think for the men it must be true ना कि मुझे खाना मिल गया अच्छा नहीं लड़की के लिए थोड़ा हार्ड है कि कितना खाएगा साला
And the same conversation every day. खाने में क्या है? I mean, you wake up, you say the same thing. So, relationship. Let's get back to your life.
Yes.
We're talking about everybody else.
Yeah.
Pankaj, we'll finish with Pankaj.
Yeah,
So he
he's
makes
lovely.
a Bihari mutton and
he's actually really in his own words Sahaj Saral Shant,
okay.
which means he's quite
Shant I've understood.
Shant,
The rest
yeah.
we'll Google.
Sahaj and Saral means simple and Sahaj means stable, I guess.
Straightforward.
Stable.
Stable.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
he has to be stable now.
It appears to be that.
Yeah.
So let's quickly we'll talk about the movie for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
and then get
please
into
talk
your
about the
life.
movie. It's going to be a huge hit. Why I love this film is it was a bunch of complete rank newcomers, outsiders. No one
In
was
the
the
2012
first
13
13.
one. Yeah.
13. And this Farhan and Farhan Akhtar and Ritesh Sidhwani took a chance on us, so we were really thrilled कि like Dil Chahta Hai producers are making this, and then it became like a hit, and then it became, the second part became an even bigger hit, and I suspect that the third part will go further because it's better written with more gags, and it's really silly, goofy comedy.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
like all these characters. They're slightly over the top, I know, but for some reason, I just like over the top
But
characters.
do you meet characters like that in
North,
Delhi?
You have these loud, exactly, you have these loud people who are so much
I
fun.
remember there was like when I would go to school on the way back, we would pass this lane where there was like a lottery den, and these guys, you would see a line outside the lottery, people buying the 25 rupees whatever, and then there was this guy that would be like, I had a dream, मेरे सपने में तोता आया और तोते ने पायल पहनी थी, इसलिए तू लक्ष्मी पे चौका लगा दे. And you're like, what is the logic? But he was right sometimes. And people would pay him to be like, sir, क्या खरीदूं, किस पे लगाऊं, and all that.
But that guy today will be a member of parliament because, you know, he goes places immediately. People believe in him, believe in his story.
Yeah.
And there's no logic.
Yeah, there's no.
Okay, come, let's talk about, you know, from the beginning. Let's start. First
From
is,
the beginning, I was a fetus. Yes. Go ahead.
or a thought.
Yeah, or a thought.
If you really want to go back.
Yeah.
Maybe a thought 300 years
मैं
ago. That
एक
didn't
ख्याल
happen.
हूँ.
Exactly. You know, I used to do a show called Loveline with Malaika, and there was a girl called Nisha. And she used to call her Nisha all the time. And I used to call her Nisha because that's the way the Nisha I knew was
Nisha.
pronounced. So is it Richa or Richa? Is there an E or
Richa,
A?
Richa.
It is Richa.
Yeah, it's richer. Like.
Okay, Richa.
Yeah.
Okay. Got that out of the way.
Yeah.
So let's go back to, we tried to do
But
some...
Bombay people tend to call me Richa.
That's what, I'm confused, you know.
Even I've just given up.
I think in the
Sometimes they
south-
call me
in
Richa,
the
which
south
is
it's
like
one and-
bear. Reach is bear.
Reach is bear.
Yeah.
But
I'm not hairy, just meant
Yeah,
saying.
it could
I'm
also
not
be
hairy.
B-A-R-E, so be careful. Indian men are disgusting.
Indian men are.
Richa. Yeah, that's the paparazzi for you.
Reacher.
Yeah, Reacher. Oh, that's the show, right?
Yeah.
Jack Reacher. So, there is a show. It's about a bear. I've seen this show. Yeah.
Oh, sir.
This is-
Yeah, I just want to say,
They'll think
guys,
we're
there's
on-
like people in
Richa,
this room. Cyrus
Richa.
has his own laughter track.
No,
happening
listen.
all the time.
They'll think we're on drugs. Our conversation has just gone everywhere.
But that's the fun
I
part
don't have a
about your
po-
podcast,
I
no?
don't care. I've lost interest in humanity.
Yeah, even I.
Look,
What?
why should I help them?
Exactly.
Who helps us?
I
Look at
know.
it that way.
No, we will help ourselves.
No.
I will help you.
I'm fighting small things in my life, like people saying sir all the time.
Like
you know, this
what?
fake respect shit.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
in
it's
that-
not your fault. No, it's
What?
colonialism.
Sahib, sir, Sahib.
It's colonialism.
You're going to attack the Brits? I thought we missed them.
Oh, no, I will always
Look at the
attack.
architecture and cricket.
Cricket and architecture.
Beatles, FA Cup.
Yeah.
EPL. I mean,
And Harry and Meghan also. Very
Oh, yeah. Don't push it. Harry just sounds like a Punjabi boy who's gone wrong. Come on. Oh, Harry. So I want to go back to the beginning because I don't know if in MTV back in the day we discussed the originals. But so how did you get into the whole business and the modeling thing? We Googled a little bit. And
Oh, that was Dali modeling. It doesn't really count. It's not the ramp
Glad
stuff.
Rags.
I did that too. Basically, I auditioned for a film called Dev D with Anurag Kashyap.
Of course, yeah.
And the feedback I got was that you're an incredible actress.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he say that or just somebody passing by?
I don't. It was one AD who later turned out to be a director. He said you're
What's
good.
his name?
Vasan Bala.
Oh, he's quite famous.
Yeah, he's famous now.
Why
but
won't you say his name? But
I did not say his name. You asked me his name. I said
since
it.
you never said your name, you can roll it back and see the footage.
He's actually even shared my audition of that show on something. But yeah, so he auditioned me and
But he liked you, but he
basically the feedback I got from, I think from the team, not from him specifically, because he did push for me, was that you're good with on the camera. Because I had come from theatre, no? I had no understanding of, I had no inhibitions of in terms of performance or body or like voice. But I didn't cater to the camera at all. So shot idhar hai, main idhar dekh rahi
Oh,
hai.
I still have that problem. Where the fuck is it?
Yeah, but people follow your mostly candid stuff.
No, we are an audio show, yeah, more or less.
Your video also.
When we have a pretty lady or someone nice to look at,
Yeah.
if you don't mind me saying, then we do put the camera.
I
on.
don't mind you
We had
saying.
Anurag Kashyap
I
on
let
2
you
weeks
touch my
back.
cheek. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So it was all audio. I get it. Yeah.
lovely guy, great heart, but nothing to look at.
So someone from his team had told me that, and it was an offhand remark like, "Oh, you don't know about the camera, you don't know how to pose, and like,
But that's
why
just-
didn't you do a
But they can
pageant or
just tell
something?"
you where the camera is. How stupid is that?
No, I think they struggled a bit to like follow me in the audition.
But they
also.
could have done a second take and said, just look into the camera a little bit more.
But then maybe they didn't want me because they eventually took Kalki and then, But and Kalki was fantastic in that part. But basically they said कुछ pageant join कर लो ना, ऐसे he said. Miss India वाली लड़की की तरह तुम्हें नहीं आता है types. So I
But
was like,
subsequently he married Kalki.
yeah, he did.
So I don't know if it's about the camera.
No, I don't think it was.
He's laughing. Look how shamelessly he's laughing.
To be fair, Kalki, they got married much later. I'm sure romance blossomed on the film, but not
It's
really.
still on the
addition.
letter D. It takes a little while to reach the big ones. Yeah.
So,
But did you feel bad? Did you feel that you deserved it? You thought you did a crack audition. Sometimes you do an audition, you come out, you think that was pretty good.
yeah, I did think that I did well, but I understood why they didn't take me because
Which is what? Because you didn't look at the camera.
no. There were the other actress in that because it was a Devdas thing, right? The other actress in that was Mahi Gill, who was a
remember her,
North Indian Punjabi, fantastic actress. Again,
Yeah.
I know where she is. I love her work. And they said that they wanted something very visually different from her because of the two characters being like Paro
Oh, okay,
and
you
Chand.
both are Punjabi, etc. And like that.
Punjabi,
Yeah.
North Indian,
Yeah.
black-haired, North
Black-haired is
Indian
like
women.
99% of Indian population, especially when you age.
You'd be
It's
surprised.
colorated.
After COVID, it's mostly like just
Yeah.
white, brown, burgundy.
In our team, hair is a very, touchy subject because most of them are losing it. Camera pan.
None of them are losing it, actually.
Exactly. And I had such an entertaining time. I remember the plane ride was telling the lads, the
Yeah.
boys,
Yeah.
and they were, because you entertained me for about 2 hours, Bombay, Delhi, or Delhi, Bombay, whatever
I think it was 1 hour, then I went to take a nap. But it's okay. I came. I wanted to speak to you, and you were
Like,
talking
she's like
about
my twin.
some Singapore funding you were talking about and all.
I'm
You're talking
still-
about changing the world.
I'm still looking. Was it me?
No, it was me. I was enforcing my changes
Yeah.
of the world.
You were
onto
telling me
you.
about the crusade and how we should join it and all that. And
Yeah.
I asked you what are the working hours? Because I'm more like a morning person.
Yeah.
I am
Even I'm a morning
As a
person.
Patanjali product guy, I wake up early, I apply my products. 4:30, I'm out with my dogs.
Yeah.
6, I'm in the gym. And 7:30, I like to end my day, if possible.
Yeah.
I call my mom, say how many eggs we got. She says this, and we get on with it.
Yeah.
Like most Parsis, I live with my mom at age 52 in the house.
That's great.
Yeah.
I don't mind it at all.
Karan Johar told me it's all about loving your family.
It is all about loving your family. I would love to have my parents stay with me, actually. Now we've reached that.
You're married now, right? So
I am.
do you have parents in the house?
No, I don't.
His?
My parents are in Chandigarh.
Okay.
His parents are not with us also.
Okay.
So we are alone mostly.
You're regretting that?
No. I love it. But my parents are real chillers. So
Really?
they're amazing.
Mom was in education?
Yeah, both were academics. Yeah.
I'm so scared. But that's what they say.
Don't be
subconscious-
scared. This edit
No,
is in
what
your
it?
hands.
They say that what is it? The thought that comes is actually the correct one. We
Yeah.
then doubt it. The first one because it came subconsciously to me, and I had a memory of your mom, teacher, education.
Yeah, she was.
And then you saw the fear. Because in case she was not, and she was actually like,
Why would I mind?
no, I know it's a great thing, but what if
Yeah.
she was like the Prime Minister of Finland or something, and you were like, you're not just a
Yeah,
teacher.
my mom is not the
Yeah.
Prime Minister of Finland,
Oh.
sadly. But she retired last year. She used to teach in the Delhi University. My dad was also an academic.
Yeah.
But he retired, he resigned from academics a while ago and he got into management, HR, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Now both of them are kind of semi-retired. They do their own thing. My mom writes a bit. My dad does options trading. So
Are they
they're
critical
set.
about the films and all?
No, they're not at
They'll give
all.
you, Beta, you should run it this way, that way, nothing.
No, they did try. When I finished college, they were just like, why don't you do an internship at NDTV for 1 year, then later think about your life?
Without being sexist, but the best looking girls were in NDTV Delhi.
I agree.
I walked in there for an interview once. I never wanted to leave. I said, can I do it again?
Dude,
Yeah.
Nidhi Razdan,
Oh,
Sara
She was
Jacob,
so pretty, Sarah.
Sunitra Chaudhary.
Stop it.
With her dimples.
Tell Aisha
I-
to leave the house.
This
I've had enough.
No, but I'm really glad
Gargi.
you're saying
Yeah.
Gargi.
There's so many.
Rawat. So many beautiful, dimpled, beautiful, lovely, intelligent, well-spoken women.
Yes.
Couple of men too, but they were okay.
Ah, who
Yeah,
cares?
they were whatever.
Yeah. Oh.
Once Srinivas and Jain had once come to my college to give a
And he was.
little thing, and some of the
This is what,
classmates were like,
Stephens?
"Ooh, no, I went to Sophia after Stevens to do a media
In
course."
Bombay?
Yeah,
Oh, excellent.
Polytechnic.
Polytech. Yeah. My
The
wife is
social
also from-
communications
Oh,
media.
my wife said to ask you something, Miss Social Communications.
Is she from SCS?
No. You started something for women where you were trying to teach women women to become light men. Right?
Yes,
And
yes,
she
we
wanted
did
to
that.
help
She
teach
does?
them.
Oh,
Because
amazing.
She's a photographer and she knows how to light, so she
Oh,
says.
lovely. She can come for the second round. We did
She
this
wanted to ask you what
program.
happened about the thing.
So I'll tell you, we got a little grant from the Berlinale, which we had applied for.
What does this mean? Is it a Punjabi
Berlinale,
word?
नहीं.
Oh, Berlinale.
नहीं.
नहीं.
बर्लिन ਜਿਹੜਾ
Berlin,
ਫਿਲਮ
Germany.
ਫੈਸਟੀਵਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ ਬਰਲਿਨ ਤੋਂ
ਉਹ ਅੱਛਾ, ਠੀਕ
ਇੱਕ
ਹੈ।
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਛੋਟਾ ਜਿਹਾ
Berlin
ਫਿਲਮ
ਬੋਲ ਨਾ,
ਫੈਸਟੀਵਲ
Berlin।
ਬਰਲਿਨ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਫਿਲਮ ਫੈਸਟੀਵਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਹਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਬਰਲਿਨਾਲੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ 5000 ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇ ਕੁਝ ਯੂਰੋ ਮਿਲੇ ਸੀ
Now my Punjabi. Oh,
Yeah.
bandi.
That's like, this is
When in doubt.
I'm really glad you didn't come accompanied with the balle 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 soundtrack.
Cliches are true. What can we do? Yeah.
Well, yeah, so we got a little grant from there. Then we took some money. Then we took help from this lighting and grips company called Light and Light.
Yeah.
And we set up this program called Undercurrent, where we selected 10 girls who wanted to become gaffers because we're trying to make an all-women
I think
team
it's a
last
great
time.
idea. When she started telling me, I was like, how visionary of you to think of that.
Yeah.
First, because we never...
I am visionary.
No.
Can I say something on
Yeah.
your show?
Yeah, yeah.
मेरी बायोपिक मेरे लाइफ टाइम से ज़्यादा पैसा कमाएगी.
Death के बाद?
नहीं जैसा होता है ना like when an
Oh, the
actor
biopics...
on me when a
yeah,
star
okay.
kid plays it 20 years hence
Yeah.
that biopic will make a lot of money.
Wow.
Not me at
No, but
present.
these are
but-
facets that not many people know. I mean, because no one thinks of that. 5,000 years in the industry, nobody thought of light women.
Yeah.
I mean, the actresses should be light in that sense, but light women, you know.
I'll tell you why, because sometimes it's really hard. Like if you, I remember I've been on a set recently, but I had to do an intimate scene, and
good
you know,
point.
like gaffers, and the thing is, you're like,
Raju standing there with no emotion
नहीं,
staring at you.
reflector ऊपर कर.
Oh, madam, इस तरह.
मैडम ये किस करते वक्त थोड़ा लेफ्ट में टिल्ट
मुंडे
करके
नीचे,
लाइट
मुंडे
लेने का.
नीचे, हल्का. It's so irritating. Like,
Yeah.
man, you're trying to make love or something in that scene, and these jokers
At
are
least
screaming across.
pretending
Yeah.
to, you know,
Well, yeah.
having mint or whatever,
Yeah.
and trying to get through it, and like
Who was the actor?
somebody. It was a beautiful looking man, actually, Caucasian actor called William Mosley. So I was okay.
Oh.
But I'm saying,
What a racist. Did you hear that? Beautiful looking Caucasian actor.
I-
अपना तो नहीं है.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है, इधर भी है, but well.
Yeah.
I haven't done those many scenes which are
But getting
intimate
back
or
to
whatever.
the
But
so you had these guys around.
yeah,
and
I
they had
did
this rough,
do one Bhatt type film in which I felt like ये बहुत लंबा scene है और क्यों है, but
but like film, but not his film. Huh? Okay.
no, it was
Was.
one from the camp, from the.
So the erotic
Varied
scene just went
scenes.
on and on for no reason.
No, I mean, when I look back, I feel like it's a rite of passage for all actresses to question earlier choices. My co-star was lovely in that. It was Gulshan Devaya, who's an incredible guy and a really good friend of mine. So it was very.
We've had Gulshan on the show. Please check it out.
Really?
Episode 1096.
Gulshan's a really interesting chap, and he can talk.
But just I always thought Gulshan was a female name, so I got a little confused when he sat down. I
What
said,
about
when is she
Gulshan
coming?
Grover?
True. Point taken.
Yeah.
Pong.
He's
One
a
love.
bad man.
One love. Yeah.
In his
Great
own
guy.
words.
I like him.
I like him too.
I love the 80s and all in Hindi films in terms of the actors. They just I don't know, they just stay in my head. Maybe it's because we grew up.
They
at that
stay
time.
in your
You know,
head, and they
McMahon
stay in
and
that
those kind of-
era even
Yeah,
now. So
yeah.
it's kind of fun to watch.
Like I love Hindi movies from maybe the 60s, 70s with the black and white photography.
Yeah.
You mentioned lighting. It just looks cuter and more romantic, don't you think?
Yeah,
Yeah, for
I
some
love
reason.
the
The
50s
old
and
Fiat
60s.
car
yeah.
on Marine Drive, and you know,
yeah.
the song and the very
Quaint,
fake
beautiful.
rain, obviously, in the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah.
And sometimes the actors are moving the steering wheel more
Yeah.
than, it's normal.
And sometimes the projection in the back is so fast,
Yeah.
but not one hair is
No.
moving on the actor. Just stay still,
but
and
we
he's
still
like,
liked it.
we loved
Yeah,
it.
we loved it.
Yeah, loved
India
it.
needs to go back in the past, I feel.
And okay,
Oh,
more
sorry.
than we.
Stop,
I
we'll
mean,
take a break.
Yeah,
Let's think about what we're saying.
Yeah.
'Cause you've got a great future ahead of you, and I have to find my way back home.
I do have a great future ahead of me, far ahead.
Hello. It's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. Tune in to our brand new show called Smartphone Nation in association with Omidyar Network India. It's hosted by Nivedita Prakasam and Utsav Mamoria. Listen to them talk to internet users, CEOs, and investors in this documentary-style podcast about how the internet is changing the lives of the next 500 million Indians and how they are in turn changing the internet. On Milestones, Karthik is joined by Dr. Amit Gupta, Professor of Trauma Surgery and Critical Care at AIIMS, New Delhi. Karthik and Dr. Gupta converse about the gravity of road crash injuries, the significance of the golden hour, the complexities of coordinating emergency care, the challenges within India's emergency care system, and the reluctance of bystanders to help victims. On The Habit Coach, Ashton Doctor is joined by Sohini Rohra, counseling psychologist and Mrs. India Earth 2023. She speaks about the intricacies of healing from hurt and pain, further emphasizing the importance of processing emotions through open communication, journaling, and self-analysis. Folks, if you like our shows, please spread the word. Tell your friends and don't forget to rate and review them wherever you're listening to them. Follow us on social media. We are IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. You'll also find all our shows on youtube.com/IVM Podcasts. And finally, we would like to thank our sponsors this week: Omidyar Network India, SBI Life, IDFC First Bank, and Save Life Foundation. Thank you for making this possible.
Another thing discussed, some of these Caucasian actors were discussing, Clint Eastwood doesn't say action.
He doesn't say action.
No, because action
I've never
actually-
worked with him.
As an actor, when you say action and you're doing, say, a very low temperature scene,
Yeah.
and they go action and all that hype, and it sort of doesn't match sometimes.
Yeah.
So he just says when you're ready in that normal tone, and then you
Whenever
take
you're
over.
ready. A lot of directors do that.
What does
Whenever
Anurag
you're
do, for
ready.
example? Does he say action?
He used to say action, but I mean, we barely got any time to actually work on scenes in that film because there was like 200 speaking actors and lots of things going on, 2 parts being shot simultaneously.
Very long.
The film?
No. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to just for my wife. Her name is Aisha. So just
I
will
know, I've
there
seen
be-
her. She's
Huh.
lovely.
Okay. Had her days. But
We met at a book launch, remember?
did she?
We, you and me also.
We must have
were-
met. But what was she doing there?
You don't remember the book launch at all?
I'm old. Remind me. Come on, I'll remember.
We were at a book launch for Naomi
Yeah.
in one bookshop in Bandra, and your wife was also there.
It may not have been my wife. Now we've said it.
अरे it was but
Was she holding my hand?
no but she said मैं इनके बच्चों की माँ हूँ.
बनने वाले हो?
नहीं नहीं नहीं.
Because that would be a heart attack. What kind of
No,
book?
no. I met her when yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
no, so-
Aisha, you're really very
So, no,
well
so-
welcome at the second.
So she used to, in the 90s and
undercurrent.
early 2000s, shoot a lot of the on-set stills thingies and travel
Nice.
the world with these Yash Chopra productions, etc. And have a good time. But male-dominated.
Yeah.
So she totally understands where you're coming from. Because
Yeah.
then you have to figure out toilets, for example, where everybody, they don't even bother.
I can't believe that Indian men are by and large quite thoughtless.
Yeah, this didn't occur to them. Now more and more women are working in the technical side
Yeah.
where they weren't.
Yeah.
So light men, the word is wrong
Yeah.
for light
Yeah.
people or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. And so what's happening with the project in the end? So this,
So we trained those girls.
Yeah, and are they
but
working?
they're working.
wow.
They were like, I met 2 on sets. There was this girl, she was from a tribal belt in Chhattisgarh. So she couldn't speak English. In fact, even her Hindi was we had to get a translator
she's
for
like
her.
me.
But she was one of the, one of the prejudices about women entering the grips department is they can't lift, which is such a
Women are
bullshit
weak.
thing.
Yeah.
नहीं, it's just के अभी घड़ा उठा के पानी भरने के लिए गांव में 5 किलोमीटर चलना है तो women can lift. But they have to lift a 20 kg light and haul it and give it to one guy. They think they can't do it. So we wanted to
Okay, I'm
break that.
confused. Can they do it or not?
Of course they can do it. What the hell?
It's more like a deadlift. You have to bend, squat, use your glutes to pick it up. And all.
Yeah, you think women don't have
I don't know
good
if Pankaj
glutes?
Tripathi can do that. I'm worried.
Pankaj Tripathi can do it, not the man I mentioned on the treadmill.
So now let's come back to what's happening. No, let's go back to the modeling thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how well prepared I am. So you were modeling, you were
little
auditioning,
bit.
but nothing really happened the
In
beginning.
Delhi.
Huh.
I did a bit of the print ad stuff because my parents were like, if you want to do something, you have to do it with your education. So I did a little bit and I made a little bit of money. I did some, I was also a backup dancer for a bit. I did
Shamak?
those, yeah.
Has to be.
Everyone's got
Ladies.
hai na?
1.3 billion people, and are you a dancer, Shamak?
Shamak, yeah. No, but I went, I'm trained in Kathak, which is a classical Indian form, yeah.
Thank you. I really think I'm stupid because I can't remember the book launch.
No, but
That's
can
so
you tell
mean.
the difference between Kathak and Kathakali?
I didn't know there was. I just thought that's the full form.
देखा क्या
And for short we
बोलेंगे
say
आज?
Kathak. That's
I-
it.
No.
Like
Kathakali is the
Anarkali, you say
thing with
anar.
the no, you don't
No,
say
you don't.
anar for
It's different
anarkali.
meaning.
But like you know the guys with the big painted faces with the thing,
Huh.
and they do the
Native
small
Americans.
expressions. No,
Oh, okay, sorry.
they're
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Kerala.
that's slightly effeminate sort of.
It's not effeminate.
No, it's not. I'm
It's just-
asking.
It's actually only men do that dance.
Yeah.
That's Kathakali with the face painted and the large masks, and they do like mythological things.
Right.
And Kathak is the slightly delicate ballet-esque.
Can you show
kinda.
us a little bit?
It's like this and like
So that's the cliche stereotype thing that we sort of know about
Yeah.
classical dancing.
Yeah.
So what is Odissi?
Odyssey is actually the one which tends to do rib isolations, and you kind of bend in like
I like that.
in nicer
That
ways.
seems very sexy.
It's quite,
Yeah.
quite
Yeah,
sexy.
yeah.
And Bharatnatyam is the one where you're kind of always in
Stamping.
a squat, and then you're in a very tough
So
kind
Bharatanatyam
of.
appears angry. There's a little anger there.
Bharatnatyam appears, I don't know what, but
Guys always stomping
obviously
around.
there are all these longevity. Look at Wahida Rahman and Vajanti Mala and Hema Malini still dancing in their 70s, 80s. It must have got
Oh,
something.
that's true actually.
Yeah, think about it.
And it's quite it's a workout.
It is a workout, yeah.
I've gone for these Arangetams. Is that how you-
Arangetam.
I've gone for a couple of them and I was quite stunned at the
Yeah.
velocity
And the
of-
thing with classical dance is once you learn it, any Indian classical dance, it gives you a really strong foundation and a base for any kind of dance later, like belly dance or street jazz or whatever.
Also for catching trains in Mumbai.
Yeah.
Because you have to have all these angles, positions,
Yeah.
squat, jump, this, that,
Yeah.
and the other, which you can do.
Yeah.
We're joking about it, but don't try it at home.
Yeah.
Please wear underwear when you're doing Bharatanatyam or Kathakali or Odissi or any of the other.
Just wear underwear at all times.
There are a
you
couple,
like
like in the shower
ventilation.
and you know.
No, not in
and
the
your
shower.
friend Suhag Rath when he asked for help. There are many. I'm speaking Saukar. Just,
No,
you know.
that's okay. That's okay.
He was so
I-
sweet. I think his wife's waiting, and he was like, He's like, when, honey? 2 minutes. Yeah.
Remember we spoke about Sahukar and you said he's a naughty boy, he's not
Naughty
getting
boy.
married. Well, he did get married.
But he's the classical bachelor. He got married in his 40s. So, I don't know. Like Pranav, for example, maybe that's the way it is now. A modern male.
Pranav's in his early 30s.
Yeah,
He's going to
that's
be
what I'm saying.
fine.
But now they're saying 40s is the age the males are getting married. More or less.
well, just
and the women for that
fix
matter.
your sperm count because you're keeping your phones in your pockets.
They don't want kids. They have a Pomeranian. They're very happy.
Yeah.
The Saukars.
Called
yeah.
Tuffy.
Something.
Oh,
yeah.
Sahukars. Okay.
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not.
There are no children. Children won't happen. I
Yeah.
doubt. We
Yeah,
had that
I
conversation.
doubt it too. I think given the. Are you reading reports like young people are no longer fornicating?
Not just young people. If you want the kids.
They're just
Yeah,
on
yeah,
Snapchat and like.
Why
on
they're not
the-
fornicating? What would be the reason?
I think they're just eating pizza or being consumers.
Well,
in
to be
general.
honest, there are some pizzas out there which could be quite a, temptation. Aarti, pizza. Aarti, pizza. Aarti, extra topping. Aarti, sorry. Could happen. Could happen. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Aarti.
Let's trace the journey now.
Yeah.
So modeling, and then you did this Dave D. You were doing more auditions and little.
Yeah, I did an
modeling
audition.
aside. What was the
Actually,
breakthrough?
within days of Dave D, I auditioned for a film called Oy Lucky,
Yeah.
which I actually got Oy Lucky Lucky Oy, and I
Yeah.
got a small part in that.
Yeah.
That kind of started my
That was your
journey.
first film?
Yeah, that was my first film.
Okay.
That was 2008. I was
Manjot,
freshly
no?
graduated. Manjot Singh
Yeah,
also
yeah.
in it.
We had him in Khatro Ke Khiladi, so I remember.
Yeah,
him with-
he's a cutie
Very sweet guy.
Yeah.
Virgin.
at that time.
At that time.
Yeah.
Definitely at the end of the show as well. We tried.
I know.
Very sweet.
He really tries.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
a fun guy.
yeah.
Okay, then what happens? Then the Glad Rags comes later.
I did Glad Rags before I did this Oy Lucky film,
Mm-hmm.
which was just a little month or whatever. I found it to be really kind of weird and toxic almost because they were like, girls walk in, catwalk, and I would just look around me. I would be like, these people have paid to be in this competition clearly because none of them are attractive. Very few were, well spoken even. And
Let me laugh. I really get to laugh.
yeah, please laugh. I'm making Cyrus
Yeah.
Brocha
No, that's
laugh.
so funny. Yeah.
It's a big thing.
Yeah. You're looking around
Yeah.
and they're all so ugly. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were. I mean, not all, some, but whatever. I mean, clearly it
Who
was
won?
someone
Else.
just like someone else. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, oh,
definitely.
oh. And how did Richa do? What did you come?
I was in the last
No.
8 or 10.
I
or
can't believe
something.
that. No
No,
way.
in the top 8 or 10.
That
now.
top 10 thingy?
Yeah.
And then didn't get into the top 5, you're saying? 10 becomes 5.
10 becomes 5 or becomes 3.
I've done a couple of those shows. They're very long, yeah. This whole
They're very
number
long
thing.
and they're very like whatever. But I mean, basically, I got what I wanted out of it, because that you walk, just become ladylike and pose, and those things I learned.
You think it really helped because you could do that in your sleep anyway?
No, I couldn't. I was actually like a 15-year-old boy in front of the camera. No elegance, grace, nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were like a tomboy in the old days.
I was like a tomboy till for a long time. That's one of the reasons my mom put me in Kathak classes.
So this character in Fukre is spot on then, because it's like this.
It's been easy because
Yeah.
I grew up in a joint family with 4 brothers.
Oh
There
my
are 4
God.
guys I had to bully in the film,
Mhm.
and it was great, you know.
Wow. What a life. A roller coaster ride.
And after that, I got Gangs of Wasipur, and then I just did that. And then since then, I've been pretty much actively acting, which is 2012 till now.
And you've started a production house.
Yeah,
You've done our research.
it's called Pushing Buttons.
Pushing buttons, and you and your husband Ali
Ali.
have got a film on the way? Or a
Yeah,
project on the way?
we finished one film. We've shot one film. It's currently in the edit. We are going to send it to a few festivals next year.
So are you in the film or just
No,
production
I'm
only?
not in the film.
So can you tell us a little bit about it? Or?
Yeah, I can. It's called Girls Will Be Girls.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of girls who say I want to be a boy. And although that's also okay. Yeah.
That's also okay.
That's fine.
Anything is okay.
Yeah.
But girls will
Just
be
miss the
girls.
old
Kind of
days.
like a thing on boys will be boys.
Yeah.
You know, leave the men alone. Men will be men.
Yeah.
And like this kind of really stubborn refusal to grow up and acknowledge other needs, etc. So it's kind of about a mother-daughter story, but it's a really young mom, like a 38-year-old mom, and
I mean,
like a
great.
16-year-old daughter.
I'm this weird old man now. You know?
No, why?
Anything in the MILF category, I get really excited. While I'm still youngish.
It's not a MILF.
38 is
actually.
MILF.
38 is like really.
Rita, don't argue with me about porno.
Okay. ठीक.
मैंने study करके आया.
हाँ,
I
मैंने
don't know
नहीं
cinema,
किया.
but I know my porno. Huh.
Yeah, porno अब उनको नहीं
And I
मालूम.
say porno, you know, older. Yeah. Nobody says porno anymore unless you're Bengali.
I don't
And
know.
that's
We
your
were
name.
taught in SCM that porn is very degrading to women unless it's from, क्या?
To each his own.
Yeah.
And unless it's from?
Unless it's from the male gaze. Basically, you know, John Berger ways of seeing, etc.
Okay. Or,
Anyway, very intellectual conversation.
or if they have female light women in the porn.
I doubt that.
Because
they
I feel
do.
the technical crew is always males. That's
I'm
the other
sure
problem.
that
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
yeah.
But
And
my
can't be
boys-
fun.
My boys tried their hand at it. No? We've got a market as well.
Oh, really?
You think they live off this?
Okay,
IVM
okay.
production?
Where do I find them on Indian channels?
They're not acting. They're technicians.
Oh, they're
Abhay
just
sir,
doing
the guy with the long beard, and I mean long beard,
Ah.
he's like a director.
Okay, he's the
Yeah.
director.
His complete works are available.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everywhere. In 7 languages. Bhojpuri, he's got 3 awards.
Oh.
And it's no dialogue in the film.
Yeah?
It just sounds. I don't know why they put Bhojpuri there. It makes
It makes no sense.
sense.
No, I'm sure there are a few words in there. Like
Idhar aao.
no, like
4 words.
I love Bhojpuri film titles actually.
Have you ever done regional films?
No,
Would you?
I would. I mean, what like I would love to do a Malayalam film or Bengali film, Assamese film. I doubt they'll be offered.
Why are
to
you
me.
choosing these states only? Now I'm getting worried.
No, because they have better
Malayalam,
cinema.
of course, has this whole thing about it.
Yeah, they're really good cinema. I mean.
And what
I
about-
mean, I in my early days, I was staying in Andheri, obviously renting a flat with someone else while I was auditioning. There used to be a Bihari producer living just right across the hall from me. And I think he had made landmark films like Kab Kahab Tu, I Love You and all that. Or Hamra Ke something. Anyways.
After Hamra, what comes?
Hamra ke lagai lo phone or something. Or something.
Hey, Spurge, you check this out, huh? Yeah.
So once he saw me get out of my apartment, like, you know, in
Must
my
have gone
audition
mad.
gaya.
Yeah.
So he was like, आप एक्ट्रेस हैं, हम हमारी तो प्रोड्यूसर हैं, हमारे पास आपके लिए 2 कॉन्सेप्ट है. And then he went on to, actually it was elevator spiel. We were only on the 4th floor, so he came down with me, insisted, and told me 2 stories.
He narrated Jangli Jawani, the ultimate exodus.
It was all I remember was that I'll get 6 songs, and one of them was on top of a bed where I just had to do a lot of thrusts, like standing, like dancing. People were, but whatever. So
I'd watch.
So I shifted houses quickly. I did not want to live next to the Bihari producer of Kab Kaha.
Oh, wow. And plus, if you found out you're half Bihari, you must have got even more excited. You know.
Well, I really don't think that he knew that I was half
But
Bihari.
if, say you broke into the accent in the middle and he'll be like, huh?
No, I don't really have the accent. I only used it for Gangs of Wasipur. But
But you just did it now.
that I'm an actor.
I have a genuine Bihari. I'll be able to tell. Do it again, please.
क्या वो सर हिला रहा है?
वो तो Indian है. It's not Bihari. Don't blame a state. This is the way we are.
Well, Bihar is known for many things
Yeah.
apart from
I
the
think we
cinema.
get a bad rep unnecessarily. But anybody I've worked with from Bihar has been great. I
Yeah,
don't
I
have a
agree.
single bad story. But
Well,
here in
that-
Maharashtra, Bihari.
Yeah.
Hardworking, good guys. They like dogs. I'm cool.
Yeah.
These are important points.
Yeah.
When you are put into tribalism, these are very important points for me. I'm always like, you like animals.
I
You like
love
animals, I get angry
animals, yeah.
immediately. Yeah. But you want to be light in your next life.
I want to be light in
Yeah,
my
like-
next.
like a-
I don't want to be. I know I will be.
How sad.
Yeah. Why?
Because you're a beautiful woman, you should come back as something like nice to look at.
I think I'll just choose not to age in this lifetime. Live till 100,
So I can't
120
compliment you
and
for 20 minutes. I've said enough.
Ha.
Like, you're not aging. Richa. Okay, before we go into the AMAs as they're called.
AMAs.
Yeah.
Amma.
Amma, yeah.
Amma yaar.
Is anything else you want to talk about that's coming up?
No.
Anybody you want to...
I just want to know how
Talk
much you
against?
bench press. Sorry?
Okay, so I've touched 392. But I've got a shoulder injury. Now they all say the same
I
thing.
want to
But I do
ask you
375.
why you lift so heavy on your chest.
Frustration. I've given up masturbation. What do you do then to kill time?
But how do you balance your upper body? I'm just ignoring
I got
all
very
this.
strong quads.
Yeah, you got
If I
strong
take my
quads.
pants off, I can show them to you because every time I have to fight with
I
people
can
over
see
this.
your quads and your calves are very
I
well
box
developed
squat
also.
450 pounds for 4 reps, not for 1.
Yeah.
I don't take a chance with squatting.
Yeah.
But I box squat because I have a knee.
If I tell you, I
much I'm
also
showing
have a knee injury.
Show me your knee.
I have an arthroscopy on the right knee. I don't have a, meniscus tear.
Yeah.
I don't have a
That's
cartilage.
terrible.
But honestly, weight training stunt injury.
What were you doing? Wasipur?
No,
Then?
I was doing some shitty film which I regretted
Please tell us
immediately.
the whole story.
I'm telling you, when I broke my knee, I looked around and not one person had sympathy in their eyes, and they were like, "Oh यार, अब एक schedule लटक जाएगा, हमारी payment नहीं आएगी." And I was like, "I'll never again."
But what were you doing? Like,
I jumped from something and they had the wrong crash mat or something. There was a gadda and I hurt
you
myself.
fell on the knee.
It just like twisted and snapped, yeah. And I got so irritated. And since then, I've just stopped taking risks with my body in terms of,
Yeah.
actors are just meant to just do a lot of shit and no one thinks about
I
safety.
told IBM before I signed the contract, I will not expose nipples. You
Yeah.
have to put your foot down and where you're drawing the line.
What about free the nipple?
I'm on the fence.
You're like the nipple is already free.
Yeah, whatever.
My nipple is already free.
Is it?
I mean, I'm telling you.
Oh, if that's your next movie, I'm in. Jen, buy tickets now.
No, I was speaking for you. Your
Okay,
nipple is
yeah.
already free.
Yeah, this is the only thing I can do. I go to cocktail parties and I move my chest.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I can balance a glass of water on my chest.
Yeah?
Like a full glass.
Yeah.
It'll be worse than your knee.
Yeah. My knee's fine, thank you.
Is it?
Yeah, I did a lot of heavy training
So
for
can you
leg.
squat and all now?
I can squat, I
So
can
but
lunge.
the meniscus tear doesn't ever heal, right?
It doesn't heal
So
now.
then what happens? It just...
No, the thing is, you got to develop muscle around it.
Correct.
You have to be very careful. I mean, this is what I say to people, like, especially women who get told you shouldn't do weight training. It's essential. Do it. It's
Works-
good for bone density.
No, but it works except for males in, like, I have this private part area problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to grow the other muscles, not helping.
Okay. Mm.
Pause.
No,
Okay.
but आपका तो बच्चा बच्चा हो गया.
हाँ वो तो हो गया मेरा काम तो हो गया I'm of no use to society in that
No,
department.
ऐसा नहीं है. We will not atrophy. You're very useful to society.
I'm one of those non-fornicators.
Yeah, okay.
And I do like pizza, but recovering diabetic, so I have to watch all that.
Yeah. Well, just we're watching things then reminding me of American Pie.
What?
What?
Huh?
What?
Let the old man read now. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Harbans is asking, भोली पंजाबन को अपने अमर कर दिया है. कोई ऐसा रोल आपकी किसी फेवरेट एक्टर का जो आप कभी करना चाहो? Whatever that means. Is there any
कोई
favorite
ऐसा
actor?
रोल मेरी फेवरेट एक्ट्रेस का नहीं बहुत सारे मेरे
Actor, actress.
एक्टर एक्ट्रेस
हाँ.
ज़रूरी नहीं कि मेरी फेवरेट हो. कई बार मैं किसी और का काम देख के मुझे लगता है कि शायद मैं करती तो बेहतर था.
Okay, but he's got an even better question. और क्या, I asked you this, और क्या हम आपको किसी पंजाबी फिल्म में जल्द देख पाएंगे?
हाँ, अगर पंजाबी फिल्म मेरे
You
को
speak
कोई
Punjabi?
Yeah.
Why haven't you done a Punjabi film here and there? You
I haven't been offered. I think
I
I'm
can't
too
believe
progressive. No,
Really?
honestly, yeah. I got offered like some really dumb shit like Second Wife, like
The same
very,
Bihari
like,
producer doing his Punjabi
No. He's out of my life. But
He keep changing houses.
yeah. Well, I mean, I got offered some very, one of those 90s films with like, there's a man, then he goes somewhere, then he gets married again, then he has to hide both relations. Something like
the
that.
double
I got.
wife thingy
Yeah,
and all
double
that.
wife thingy. And I was just like, no.
But it's okay, na, Richa. How does it matter? It's just art. Does
It's
it really
really
matter?
not art, no.
Oh, you're one of those take a stand girls. Me?
No. It's not about taking a stand, but it should just be at least. I mean, I'm not going to do regressive shit.
Okay.
That's for
It
sure.
It didn't work for you. Fair enough. Who
Not-
am I to say anything?
Yeah.
Any recent watch on Indian OTT that you really liked? OTT space.
Anything
you,
on
as a viewer.
on OTT that I really liked recently? I'll have to think about this one. In Indian stuff,
Anything. They've not been specific. You should be specific.
I watched something on Apple called Bad Sisters. It's actually an Irish-British show. It was excellent.
Okay.
It was about 4 sisters and 5 sisters actually, one of whom has a very toxic husband.
Okay.
And in the first episode, you learn that the husband died. How? You don't know. And
I have
then
only
you
one
know.
question. Are there any naked scenes?
No, but there's plenty of love. I'm sure there's some naked. I don't remember actually. I
That's
didn't
what I
watch
like
it
about
from.
Irish films. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But there's a
drink?
lot of kisses. And a lot of drinking.
I'm a huge Kiss fan, yeah.
हाँ है ना?
I love kisses.
ठीक
An
है.
underrated thing. People say, "Oh, kiss, आगे जाओ. But
हाँ.
I'm always on the kiss. The
I
kiss.
agree. I think.
We're romantics.
Yeah, I know.
Just look around the room and see their reaction.
Yeah, I know. Tongue or no tongue?
Yeah,
Okay.
the
Anyway.
Indian men, they are like, kiss kya hai? Your tongue thing?
I mean, I'm just
Asking
making a
them.
joke. हाँ.
Oh God, no, they start tonguing each other. Desperate, frustrated Indian men. We don't do this here. Not on our time. Any plans on doing? And this is a very good question from Rahul.
Huh.
I think you'd be superb. Any plans on doing stand-up comedy gigs? Though you were really good in one mic stand.
Yeah.
That you've done.
I did
So
a
a full show of your own.
No.
The Richa experience.
The thing is, I'll have a lot of FIRs if I start to do.
Not really.
No, I would love to do stand up actually, but sometimes I feel like with this audience is great for me, like you. But what if the jokes don't land because someone's just
Come on, the jokes will land.
yeah, but like see, I'm not depressed enough to be a comic.
That's true.
Yeah,
Or
if
there's-
I was an
or there's-
alcoholic, totally like
Oh, there's
depressed, no
such-
hope in life.
There's a
then I
French
would have
word
been-
for them. They're just shoots.
Yeah, it's a French word, right?
Of course
Oh,
it is. I would never use the Indian word. That's horrible. That means so many bad things.
Yeah.
The French word means they're out of work, frustrated, unhappy, like that. It's
or like
totally
that.
different.
Yeah, I think I'm too happy to be a comic.
Have you been to Gurgaon? You'll see a lot of that around. Okay. So
I'm sad because I get that joke. Anyway,
after 6 p.m. But I think Rahul's gonna. I think I'll bet that one day you'll do maybe not like a professional career, but that you'll do a special or something. You'll do a.
so
a
this
show.
was the show that he was talking about.
the
one
one
mic
mic. Yeah,
stand. It
yeah,
was
yeah.
like I got some comic training and I had to go and perform.
Yeah.
And the audience didn't know it was going to be me. So
Yeah.
it turned out to be fine. And I used experiences from inside the industry.
And who wrote the thing?
I
You
wrote
the whole
it,
thing
yeah,
yourself.
Yeah.
How long was
With
the show?
help. It was the act itself was maybe just 12-15 minutes.
Yeah.
I was really nervous. So I was so nervous. I've never had stage fright or camera fear. But
Yeah.
before that gig, I almost felt like I had vomit rising in my throat.
Oh, that's most dates I've been on. The women have the same reaction generally. But no, being on stage, did you get the same? I mean, it's the same thing when you're doing a play in the sense that the first laugh or the first appreciation or the clap or whatever, it sort of puts you in the right zone.
Yeah, but with stand-up, it's like you're bearing a lot more of yourself than you would as an actor. You're just like doing someone else's character. You're just performing. So when
So
you're
you're
doing
worried you
stand-up,
can't take that back once you've told them everything.
it's actually like that over familiarity. Imagine I have to play a seductress in something, and I'm also touring with stand-up comedy, and all the jokes are about like I don't know, like armpit smells or period cramps or like there was a joke in my set about nabhi ke andar mail, which means like dirt in your navel, and it came from a comic called Ashish Shakya, and it was
Ashish
his
Shakya, descendant of the Buddha, the Shakya clan. Yeah.
yeah, from him. So
He's
basically,
actually a great writer. He used to write for
he's-
Rasa, by the way.
yeah, Stupidus Maximus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not the best looking man I've met, but really, I think he's a very intelligent boy.
I don't mind his chocolate skin tone.
But he used to sit on my lap for some reason, but I guess that's comedy.
Yeah, he was just
Oh, I didn't mean the color. What?
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 I
Where did you
said-
go with that? I just meant he's not
I
attractive.
said I
Yeah.
like his color.
I like his color too.
That's amazing.
How we segue?
I like your color. I like your
My
color.
color changes.
And my color is.
I turn red all the time.
Yeah.
No idea why.
This is an off-color remark. Let's go.
There you go. Korean stand up.
Yeah. Or
So
maybe
I-
as a writer, why
Yeah.
not?
Okay, coming back to so you weren't happy with the unhygienic remark.
No, I wasn't not happy. I'm just trying to say that once you do comedy, so much of you is out there, that I
But
think
you
it
seem so open.
distorts.
You don't seem like a person who's hiding, and I mean, you talk openly. So it's the
I
same thing.
talk
in
openly.
and you're pretty funny
uh,
anyway. So what's the big deal? You're doing the same thing. You're,
But I'm telling you, people don't realize I'm funny because they उनको 2 दिन बाद मेरा joke समझ में आता
yeah,
है.
you've got more like a European style of sense of humor. I think you don't scream and shout like some of us.
No.
We grew up on television. We have to underline the gag. No? My friend Vijayakar, you should watch him at work. He punches with a pause.
Yeah.
And then the dog jumped. You know, so you
No,
have to
I-
know that's the joke. You know, you have
Yeah, I love the Kadir Khan stuff also. Remember when they turned to the
to. Yeah.
and did the.
Or they just touch the nose or something. There's a little
I'm a big fan of
sign.
actually 90s, late 80s, 90s pulp films. I
Really?
used to have a little film club which screened like B grade horror films in Andheri called.
Like Ramsey Brothers, the old ones.
Not just Ramsey Brothers was like the YRF of the
You see,
comedy.
green
scene.
blood and all. Nobody else had that. We had that.
We had Green Blood.
We
We had
changed-
Dracula. We had this. We have a Shaitan trilogy. Shaitan Khopdi,
Wow.
Shaitani Dracula, and one more Shaitan something.
But are
In
they
which
all-
the dude used to come towards camera and go. Then he would go outside camera, wear his teeth, and come back and go. Like it was hilarious. I can share a clip
This
of
is-
that.
this
Can
guy-
you insert a video of
We
that in
must,
this
we must,
podcast?
we must,
So
we
can you
must.
Google Shaitani Khopdi because it was amazing. It's the best one of the trilogy actually.
And the audience thinks, wow, metamorphosis.
I don't
Kya
know.
hua?
I think they were in it
Kaisa?
for the sleazy sex scenes that came. Like there was this one particular one which was like so imagine this this backdrop is black and there was a hole in which through which the light was coming
Okay.
in like bright sunlight, and this guy and this girl are like, अरे इतनी रात हो गई है, क्या हम आज रात को यहीं सो जाए? And the guy's like, हाँ तुम चाहती हो तो हम यहीं सो जाते हैं. And they start necking and suddenly the camera jerks and so they both look here and then they look off camera and they're like, ah, ah, ah. So, and then you see a hand going. And it's like
I'm
hilarious.
so aroused.
You are?
That's such a fool. Man, these guys understood male psyche. You don't understand. And like the guys get on with it.
No, not
Jaja,
get
Rohit
on
Sharma
with
batting
it.
liya. Jaldi
No,
kar.
the ghost is entering, right? So he's telling them to amp up the
Oh,
fear
yeah.
off camera, and accidentally one hand is coming and going, yeah, go on with
We
it.
have to see these movies.
I'll share some clips. I promise.
And they don't clean it up. They just leave it.
There's no
Because they're
budget.
shooting.
I saw one old Ruafza bottle being dragged by a nada, in which the Atma had been caught.
Oh, lovely.
So the bottle had to move, right? So it moved in a jerky way, and then if you look closely, there's a patla nada, pajame ka nada. In
And
which
Ruafza is written on it also. Then bother
no,
to-
you know
yeah.
the bottle, no? From
Okay,
the yellow
old-
cap, the
yeah,
glass bottle.
yeah.
The tag is off, but yeah, I mean, there's they were quite
Product
quite-
placement, by the way, also
Yeah.
for the time. Superb thinking.
It was amazing.
You guys are ahead.
Yeah. Kanti Shah was a legend of these ones, yeah.
Google Kanti Shah. We have to. Oh, well,
You don't
I've been
know
told we're
Kanti Shah?
Running out of time. Why? Oh, it's 1 hour plus. You talk too much, Richa.
I talk too
We
much.
haven't got to the questions. Nothing. They were telling me to stop. We'll give you one last.
Yes.
Okay, the same question. We won't ask this. Is it worth having an India now? Because you're apparently very opinionated. Is it worth having an opinion and being verbal about it on social media as a woman? Is baiting you a little bit.
As a woman.
Yeah. You know how Twitter is all about people talking, opening their.
No, I mean,
hearts.
the thing is, I used to think that it's very useful, but I don't anymore.
But do you? Are you still open?
Not so much. I'll tell you, I was very opinionated and I still am, but I
you want
feel
to win
like
the national award at some point.
I do not care about awards actually at all.
I won the Padma Shri. I really feel it will look good on my building door.
Then why not Bharat Ratan?
Ratna. But that's a very, that's like the #1 award.
Yeah.
I don't want to aim that high because then I'm going jumping over Virat Kohli and lots of big names
I
there.
said it's many years. I
You think?
wish that you get a Bharat Ratna one day.
I think I'll
Like
just take the
Bharat
Padma Shri.
Ratna,
and
like the gem, the jewel of India.
no, that's just too big for me.
Yeah.
I have low self-esteem. Let Saukar take that. I'll take the Padma Shri.
Okay, take the Padma Shri.
I'll take the Padma Bhushan otherwise. I don't mind. All the way Bhushan, which is slightly above the Padma Shri.
I don't know about the hierarchy exactly, but I don't much care for awards at all, any of them.
I hope you get all four. And then we'll see. Yeah.
I highly doubt it.
So answer the question now.
Yeah.
So having an
But
opinion.
the thing is, I when I realized that what I actually can do is refined communication, like cinema or like series or things that can get the point across far better than you ranting
Yeah.
on Twitter, which doesn't really make a difference. And the algorithm ensures that you're speaking into an echo chamber. Then I realized that there's no point really.
What about the trolling and the
Trolling is orchestrated. कुछ तो लोगों को नौकरी
doesn't
भी
bother
चाहिए
you?
ना. No, it doesn't bother me.
I remember a friend of mine who's very vocal when the MCBCs all started. He just started getting really upset. They just gone abusing after some time. There's no
But
banter.
please tell your friend not to give a fuck about what Bablu from Bhagalpur thinks of her.
How did you know? It was him.
It was Bablu,
We
na?
traced it.
Did you see Bablu's wall had peeling paint and all, and he was crying for a job?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. Like,
He also had herpes.
he didn't have. So he had herpes. He had no medical insurance.
Herpes and he was a
He
virgin.
didn't have a
Who
job.
gets herpes
He
without-
was a virgin.
Yeah.
And he had peeling plaster on his wall. So he was clearly very unhappy, and he was taking it out on you. Don't take it personally.
Okay.
Probably got paid 50 paise for that thought.
Sorry, but he's making me stop.
Yeah,
I
he's
know you
making
want
a
to go
hard
on
stop.
talking. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just you. I love talking to you.
There you go.
I could do like a 5-hour podcast.
If
with
you ask any woman I've dated, it's really not going to happen.
Yeah.
We're just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wasif, I'm saying. Fukre.
Yeah.
You Fukre.
You fukre.
Fukre. Fukre 3.
Yeah.
The third and will there be a 4, you think? There
I
might be.
think there might be
There
a
should
4.
be.
If it's super successful, but there might be a 4.
yeah.
But it's a fun film.
This is fun working with the same people again and again also. Either it's really fun or it's not. Can
It's
be anything
super,
else.
super, super fun. It's like being back in like
Your
college.
family after 2 years or 5 years or whatever.
We really hang out. If we get into trouble, we call each other. We have like potluck dinners and things. So it's a lot of fun. I met Ali on the sets of Fukre.
1.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, he
And
was
we
in
did-
1, but he's not in 2 and 3.
No, he's in 2 also. He's
Okay.
not in 3. But
Why?
in 2, he because our date shifted due to COVID and he had some Hollywood commitment, so he went.
Oh, show off. Fuck, great. Okay.
Fuck
good.
off.
Yeah.